Green Lanterns number 30, Sam Humphries writing and Carlo Barberi on art. So obviously we're still on this arc with all these first Lanterns. We got Volthoom. Last issue we ended with the Lanterns all uniting, saying the oath. It's time to go take care of the old, the Volthoom prick that he is. And
they weren't
sure,
ready.
No, they weren't ready. No, that's
they were not ready.
I can just hear Carl Urban as Dread saying, "Not ready." Just all I can hear. Because he's on the what planet is he on with
Malthus.
Yeah, it's the species that the Guardians came from, but the Guardians have all went small, so it's the regular sized ones. And he's like, he's bragging, he's like, ha ha, I killed the planet, and ha 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 ha, I might have to kill all your children until I get what I want. Ma, I want my travel lantern. But he's fluctuating.
His best moment is threatening homicide, but in a cheery way.
Yeah, well, he's fluctuating between all the different spectrums because he keeps changing colour. And they're playing with that whole idea that he's unstable and he can't really control the power that he's got. But sure enough, the Lanterns all show up, sort of 2 by 2, and they kind of like come in and attack him in various ways. I mean, we get a lot of double page layouts with various action going on, and some of it's quite fun. I like the little setup pages beforehand where they're all just kind of getting ready and like they're all kind of hanging out in their toes and talking and stuff. But then they start dropping dead like flies. Like they are going out. I've got 3 confirmed kills here.
Right.
And there must be a fourth because
four, judging by the end. Yeah,
there was 4 rings at the end, but I only caught 3 when I was actually noting them down.
Don't forget the blue one was still floating around. It hadn't found an initiate.
Oh, you mean the Kryptonian?
The Kryptonian.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, that's the 4th. You're right. But yeah, so the casualties for this issue, we get Aletha, who was the first one we were introduced to. She's dead. Colleen, who's the elemental one, dead, and then Brill, the robot. He also dead, and he's just going through them. You know what? I'm a little upset about Brill, but my 2 favourites are Zekran, the White Martian, and Kaja from Yod Kolu. So I'm actually happy they're still alive. Admittedly, their issue pages might be numbered, but
because there's only one that has to survive to line up with the timeline.
Tyrriner.
Yeah.
Tyrriner.
Yeah, him. He used to survive. The rest of them could die. But I like the last 2 that are left other than him, so I hope they don't, but hey-ho. But you see how just devastating this is, though, because at the end of, like, when they're all getting their asses kicked, it ends with Volthoom picking up Jessica by the hair, and it's like this proper, oh man, they're screwed. And that's when Baz comes in, even though he's not got a ring, he's like, right, put your fists up, you asshole, I'm doing this, I don't care. And of course that's
he's got nothing left to lose. He's 10 billion years in the past, he's probably not getting home. So let's do this. Go out swinging.
The point where he literally just throws a rock at him.
He's like, if all else fails,
throw a rock.
Why not?
Yeah. But that's when all 4 of the rings that I've just freed up come in.
It amuses me that he's kind of Volthoom's kind of control his emotions. He's fluctuating a bit. He's gotten to rage already, but it's the rock that actually makes him explode. That's what makes him lose his composure. That's the last touch.
Yeah. So all the rings come in, and Baz. The big final last page is that Baz is wearing 4 lantern rings. He's got his mask back on, and I almost want to speculate why is the rest of the suit staying there when he's not got a ring, but the mask is fading in. Whatever. I'm not going to read into it too much. But so the end of this, he's got 4 rings on. He's ready to fight, and hopefully he can take on Volthoom. And I think the next issue is the final.
I think there's one more after with the wrap up.
No, yeah, but I meant the final of this arc. Yeah, there's an epilogue issue, but this is next one's the last.
Humphries is writing to 32, right? Before Seeley takes over at 33.
Yeah. So 31's the final of this arc, and then 32 is an epilogue issue.
Yeah.
So, no, big. So it may be Bazzy's time to shine. Jessica's had such a great arc.
About time, really, isn't it?
Yeah, because she's had such a great arc of like overcoming her anxiety, and she's like been training the other Lanterns. She's felt like a proper leader. Now she did kind of fail here, but I'm not going to blame her. She is still a rookie. But it seems like Baz is going to get his chance to be the big hero and save the day.
She's training them like they're all Green Lanterns, and all these aren't really Green Lanterns. They're all representative of the other forms.
That's true, yeah, because the other rings don't exist yet, so they're just kind of...
Exactly.
Actually, that was one of my favourite touches, actually. I like Rami and Ganthet in the past here reacting to it, and he's like, "Hey, we're safe. The green rings are here." And like, you know, Rami's, you know, who we've or not Rami, sorry, Ganthet, who we've traditionally had as the main guardian, the one that we've really interacted with through John.
Everybody's favorite guardian until Rami.
And it's almost like he's just sort of starting to be convinced. Oh yes, these rings, these might be a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was getting from him. But no. That was a good issue. I think Lantern's obviously been great for a while, and this was mostly action, so it went in really quick. It was just a big kerfuffle of smashing things together, but it was good stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, go on.
Go ahead, Connor. Well, I was just talking about Brill. I didn't think that I cared about that big robot until he was just like his final words, where, you know, to find the creator, you have to protect the creation. I was like, oh man, mission statement.
He was Brill, you might say. Suck it, Connor.
But Brill, that dude, didn't know I was so attached to him. He was the last one we met, trying to swing this back around. And he made the most impact, so I kind of hope someone does something. Like, I want some payoff with his colony, you know? Like,
it may come up. I mean, it could be something someone touches on later down the line, either in this book or in.
Well, like I said,
else.
we did have another lantern from that same place so you know, there's precedent.
Yeah, it could pop up. But no, that's pretty much it for this book for me, I think. Just fun action, ending obviously a big moment. I liked how sort of how futile the fight was for the lanterns. Like, they all just kind of went down.
And, I do like that Simon's finally got a moment, because it feels like mostly this book is supposed to be a pair book. You know, it's supposed to be the two of them. But like 80% of the time, I'd have said it's Jessica's book.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I think we all prefer Jessica, so we don't complain too much about it. But it is nice for Simon to get a moment. That's, you know, big
he probably deserves one. And Humphrey is probably like, oh wait, hang on, I'm finishing my run. I should probably give Simon something to do before I leave.
I feel like Simon's the lost lantern though, because he's not one of the 4 Earth lanterns that I mean, even though he's from Earth, he was in that weird John's era. You know?
Yeah, he kind of came at the end of that, and then no one really knew what to do with him after for a while, so they kind of just pretended he didn't exist almost.
Yep. And then Jessica comes along, and, you know, is everyone's new favorite Earthlander, because she actually has character. It's not just, you know, a rage-filled guy, you know?
Yeah.
So, but hey, I'm glad that Simon did get his moment. And I wonder if those ring shards, did they come out of him? Or
no, I think it's still in his arms.
It's still there.
Yeah. Maybe that'll give him like an extra bit of charge, you know, going forward.
Yeah.
Assuming he only keeps 1 ring, I feel like he won't be keeping all 4. But
but I feel like one of those goes on to become Jessica's, and that's why it calls her Jaybird and whatnot, as he's like left an imprint on it.
Maybe because if he keeps 1 and takes it back to present day, but the other 3 are left to stay in their own time. Yeah, one of those could be what becomes. Yeah, I could see that.